You know, authorities continue to crack down on IRS telephone scammers, the most recent resulting in more than 700 arrests from call centers in India. And while reports about the scam seem to have dwindled down nationwide, Heather Clary here with the Better Business Bureau. She says it's still crucial to know how to properly identify this scam. And Heather, I have to say, it's terrifying to think of there are entire call centers.
There are, and they are making tons of money off of unsuspecting Americans who are being frightened into thinking they are being contacted by a government agency. There was an article that came out in numerous news reports in previous weeks. Sure, there's some of them being arrested now. Just droves of these folks involved with this scam. It was overseas. Authorities in India were able to shut that down. As such, the Better Business Bureau Scam Tracker program, which people are able to get online and report scams of various natures, those have plummeted 95% since that happened. And I wanted to be sure and share this news with folks because people are always like, can't we get these guys? We got them.
That's
hundreds. Yes, but that doesn't mean it's going to go away entirely. So I thought it would also be an excellent time to remind folks, if you do get one of these IRS phone impersonation calls, of course, please let us know at the BBB so that we'll know that it's back. But just so that you can recognize them, remember, the IRS does not call you or email you. They only notify you by mail. They do not demand payment by MoneyGram or a specific kind of prepaid card, which these scams were doing before. Those are untraceable methods, and that is why people were falling for it and losing their money. They do not send the police to arrest you. These calls were frightening people into acting because they said they would be arrested. The IRS always provides a chance to appeal or ask questions about your case, and if you do get one of these calls, they generally leave a message. Don't call it back. It will lead nowhere good. There's no point in it. Just ignore it. And do report it to the BBB so that we know what's going on.
And that brings me, taking this one step further, what about calls? I get them on my cell phones. A lot of people get them. Numbers not only that you don't recognize, then you'll see one that almost matches your number, so you think it is someone you know. You pick up and it's a recording. Are those legal?
Right. Well, if you're on the do not call list and you're getting a call from somebody trying to sell you something, that would probably be illegal. However, there are con artists like the folks behind this one who just do not care and flout the law. That's why authorities like the FTC and the BBB, Attorney General, always advise don't answer calls that you don't recognize. If it's important, they'll leave a message and then you can deal with it. And that way, the less action you give on a phone line to a con artist, the less they're going to call you back and they might move on to the next person. So,
and you also say don't call someone back if you don't recognize the number.
Right,
that can be dangerous.
I don't, because you don't know who you're going to get. I look up those numbers on the internet and sometimes see droves of other people reporting a scam going on. So we want to help everyone stay safe from these. Don't fall for them. And if you're not sure if something is legit or not, please call the Better Business Bureau. That's why we're here. We're here to connect you with businesses you can trust, to provide you with services and products, and we're here to help try to protect you from scams so that you can keep your money in your community.
Heather, thank you. Remember, you can call right now. They're actually in our newsroom, 859-294-6090. Call, ask your questions. We want to hear from you. We're back in a moment.